I won these in a competition. I'd always put off getting bike comps and wasn't planning on getting them anytime soon either. So let's go see if I made the wrong call all this time. I have so much fun on my bike to begin with, and I never really saw the need to enhance that experience with bike comps, especially at the price point they come in at, whether it's Cardo or another brand, new or used. It just never really stacked up in comparison to the other things I wanted to get, like new or improved bike gear, bike accessories and parts, or just trying to keep my bloody bike on the road with service and maintenance. I'm also more of a solo rider than a group rider. But when I have gone on group rides, I never really felt like I was missing out on anything. But then again, you don't know what you don't know.
She's talking to me. She's talking to me. Yes, Cardo, I heard you the first time.
Oh, that's real cool, man. Oh, I like this. First ride of the Cardo. Let's see how it goes. First ride of the Cardo done, and it was pretty flippin' fun. I'm one of those guys who likes to make a big spectacle of new things. So I prepped up a YouTube playlist yesterday. I chose like my favorite songs, and yeah, I ripped it. Did the school drop off, and then did one of my favorite rides around the area, and I had an absolute blast, man. It gave this different energy to the ride, and I can see how, depending on the music, if you're into it, like you could change up the mood for each ride. So yeah, first vibes, sick. I enjoyed that. First ride pet peeves, the biggest one probably being trying to remember where this Cardo unit is on your helmet. It's just not like a natural position to be in after not riding with one for so long, I guess. Like trying to figure out where it is on your helmet. Like you're so focused on the road, trying to reach now for your helmet just feels a little bizarre. And then the controls on the Cardo, like once you eventually find it, trying to remember what did what. I obviously read a bit of the manual, so I had like a gist of an idea of what did what. But like you're so focused on riding, you're not like, it's not easy to recall, but I think this probably just comes with time, getting used to riding with the Cardo, so, or any bike comms really. So that was a bit of an interesting ride. Some parts really good, some parts, a bit irritating. So the really good was I had my first phone call through the Cardo today. It was during the school drop-off, chatting to my son and my missus. Those are my two favorite people, man. So yeah, that was brilliant. I loved that. So the parts that irritated me were, I thought I broke the speaker of my headset, or at least like disconnected it somehow. On my way through, I couldn't hear out the left-hand side of my speaker. So I thought, oh, okay, there's the wiring gone. But I stopped the robots and sort of adjusted my helmet and realized, oh, the speakers are fixed. It was just the helmet that was misplaced, or my head was misplaced inside the helmet. So that kind of threw it off. But yeah, as soon as I adjusted it, the speaker was working fine. My head was just in a funny position. So after my last few rides, I decided to pump up the volume on the speakers, on the settings, and yeah, that created a bunch of distortion today. It was all like staticky and whatever. So that was irritating. Couldn't really listen to my tunes. I couldn't get into the mood. So yeah, quick fix though once like you stopped, but irritating nonetheless. Right, vibes and verdicts.
I'm in trouble. I shouldn't have held them all for as long as I did.
I kept telling myself that the vibes were immaculate while riding, and I didn't need to spice it up, but the bike comms did make it better. Those first pet peeves that pops up during the first few rides, gone. It took a few days, a couple of rides, but yeah, they're all pretty much gone now. That is for Cardo though. I obviously can't tell you, with this being my first set of bike comms, how the other brands fare, but yeah, that's been my experience so far. And before you say just use your earphones, I did. I tried my best. I had taken my Beats, I popped them in the lid. Super uncomfortable. Nowhere near as good as what the Cardo was now recently. Actually think I'm still missing that little plastic bit from your earbud? Huh. Was I wrong for ranking them so low? Yeah, But I do think the accessory thing still stands though. You stack them by what you need next in your motorcycle journey, and only you really know what that is. If I could go back, I would. I'd bump them up the list and definitely put them over a couple of other silly things I've bought on my motorcycle journey so far. Now, would I spend new Cardo money? No. Most of that price is that fancy group riding tech stuff that they got going on. So if you're mostly a solo rider like me, then you'll probably end up barely using it. What I've seen, the cheap options have gotten pretty damn good. There's some pretty decent options out there when it comes to music and calls at quite a bit less. So for me, I would try and find a clean secondhand set from one of the bigger brands. Hell, I'd even try one of the new cheap options, to be honest, as long as the review stacked up. Either way, I'd get them.